turning point in the first half. We'll see the goal, of course, that's important, but that tackle there, was that a red card? Randall Brenner's there.
When you see it at that pace, you don't really see how bad a tackle it is. I think when you see it in slow motion here, look, right down, just below his knee. That could have broken his leg, that. Yeah, and I think the referee got that spot on. I mean, he's in a good position. Although he's 15 metres away, he's made the right call. And, you know, after 28 minutes or so, I think you have to say, well, there's only going to be one winner in this game, and it was Colombia, but that was a really nasty tackle.
I'm glad we are able to see it again without any awful consequences, because that was a nasty tackle.
You go with yours, that's how it's always the possibility that you could break a leg, something nasty could happen. Like I said, we have football players, we have the responsibility with the player that we play with in our team, but with the opposition as well. At the end of the day, we are all colleagues.
But to complement Costa Rica, of course, with 10 men, it can go either way. Sometimes you just put 10 men behind the ball and not do anything. They still try to fight their way through the game, didn't they?
They tried to, but I think that sending off at that point, it was only a matter of time anyway before Colombia. They were getting on top and finding some gaps, so it was always going to be difficult for Costa Rica. But on the break, I thought they were really bright, and they had a couple of players that caused Colombia, you know, all sorts of problems. But that just made it that much more difficult. And then when Rica came on as well, sometimes you put strikers on and really it can be a messy game, but I thought Colombia actually played quite well and got more control of the ball then.
And they got the important goal, and they got it at a very important time as well, Ozzy, just before half-time.
Yeah, that's right. When they scored the goal, the game was over. Until that moment, they were counter-attacking, they were dangerous and so on. When they went one goal down, this is it, the game was over, and they knew it. The goal was a wonderful goal. I'm very impressed with the three-front player of Colombia, Rodallega, Falcao, and the guy that scored the goal right now, Ramos. He played in Germany, and in fact, he's famous for scoring a lot of goals. It looked to me a very, very good prospect.
Yeah, lovely movement in there. You're impressed with that one?
I was really impressed with the pass, but I think as the midfield player looks up, I think Ramos knows that he's running from deep. He's not going to be going offside because he's running past the player, and it's a lovely little chip pass, and then he had the composure to take it round the goalkeeper and hit it back on the angle. I thought it was an excellent goal, but for me, I didn't see enough of that throughout the 90 minutes from Colombia.
Maybe we didn't see enough of Falcao either. We gave him the big sell. He's had a tremendous season with Porto, of course, but he almost got there. Almost got on the score sheet.
No, he did, and we've seen him score all sorts of goals, and this is just from a set piece. Left foot, right foot, but in the air, clearly he's you know, extremely strong as well. But it's just a basic corner kick. It's a wonderful header, isn't it? Great timing.
He's got a lot of pace on that.
A lot of power as well. It's not easy, and the keeper obviously rooted to his ground on probably the only occasion where he didn't actually even make an attempt, got nowhere near it. Unfortunately, came off the woodwork, but
he knew that he was not going in.
That's it. The woodwork is his friend. It's okay.
A young side, as we talked about, one of the young players, Moreira, the goalkeeper, just 21 in April. What a... You know, he got plenty to do, but did it well.
Well, as Ozzy said, he'll always remember his debut, won't he? Because he was outstanding tonight. He made a couple of good saves early on. He made a couple of saves late on as well. We had no chance with the goal, but this was early on. It's a deflected shot, and he moves his feet across. He's only a small goalkeeper, but good spring and pushes it away. This one here, he stands up very well when it's basically one-on-one, and the player cuts back inside, and he's got his angles covered and flicks it over the top. Outstanding goalkeeper.
I mean, these saves in the first half. In the second half, he ended up two great saves from Rodallega. It's funny, we don't, you know, this is one player we haven't talked about, and yet he's on the world stage. Everybody's looking. He's done himself a few favours here, hasn't he?
Certainly, yeah. That was a wonderful piece of finishing, and even better stopping from the goalkeeper. It looked to me, I mean, he was, as soon as the game was progressing, he was getting better and better. The goalkeeper, I mean. So, in a way, Colombia were lucky to score when they did.
I think if you look in European football, maybe you don't get many goalkeepers this size, especially in our game here in England. You look for much bigger goalkeepers, but it just shows you if you've got the agility and you've got a good spring, that you can still be a top-class goalkeeper.
It's not the size what counts.
Apparently, so they say, Ozzy. So
I believe you, Ozzy. I believe you as well.
Costa Rica's best chance probably fell to David Guzman. Tony?
Yeah, and this is the second half, first time they got any sort of good possession, and unfortunately just curls it the wrong side of the post. But it was few and far between, wasn't it, in the second half?
Martinez let that go quite casually there, didn't he?
He did, but at least he